in there. And just as far as the process with the greens, everything went really smoothly. We didn't have a ton of challenges with the greens. We worked with Harrell's fertilizer company. They provided us with a very good grow-in program, which, as you can see, has turned out to be a success. So the greens have been good. It's just been a lot of hours and a lot of work, a lot of getting dirty, but that's what.
That's your passion, though, isn't it?
It is. That's what we do.
You don't get dirty, you're not having a good day, are you?
Exactly. I don't want to be in the office typing on the keyboard. So if I'm not out with my hands in the dirt,
well, we'll leave that kid that wears the white pants and the white belt that says he's a golf pro. Let him stay clean.
Exactly.
Well, you actually are on the front lines. That Chris Halley kid, he's in there selling golf balls. How important is he?
He's not important. Everybody plays a key role here.
Oh, I'm gonna give him his shots when he gets on the radio later this morning. Talk about what the support you've gotten from not only Billy Casper Golf but the city of Ocala.
Oh, the city's been fantastic. I was just commenting to somebody yesterday how I'd worked at a different municipality before coming here, and there was a different mentality. That city wasn't as passionate about the condition of the golf course so much as the bottom line. Whereas here,
golf is much more important than the bottom line.
Absolutely, the condition of the golf course and the playability of the golf course is key, and they're willing to put forth any efforts that they possibly can at any time. And this week we made a big push, a lot of help from Parks and Rec and some of their staff, get some things squared away, some small projects, and then also facilities. They've been out here all week and even last week as well, just finalizing some things, helping us put the final polish on everything, not just the golf course, but around the clubhouse and the bathrooms out on the courses. And
well, they said at 7:30 this morning, I looked around and said, "Where's Wes? I don't see Wes anywhere." The rumor was you were actually out in the greens mower cutting grass.
Oh yeah. That's what I did.
Now, was that by plan because you didn't want to be part of the group here, or you have to be out there cutting grass? Now, give us the honest answer.
Oh, I would have loved to have been up here, but we had all hands on deck this morning.
All hands on deck,
including mine. So yes, sir, I was out mowing greens.
Wes, the place looks spectacular. And, I play golf out here regularly, and I've watched you grow it, and it's the fastest I've ever seen somebody bring a golf course back from having no greens to rebuilt greens and back open for play. I was part of a renovation at Keystone Heights Golf and Country Club where, as a board member, we closed the 18 holes there, and we had to close for 6.5 months before we could reopen. So this timetable you did was that you and Billy Casper and the group that you contracted to do this have been a miraculous job. Congratulations to you, to all your staff, and everything that went into making this a great, enjoyable experience this morning. Thanks for all you've done.
All right. Thank you, Tom, for being out here and helping us out.
Wes Pitts, the superintendent for Billy Casper Golf here at the Ocala Golf Club. Luke, you're kind of jealous you don't play golf now, aren't you, Luke?
Yeah, I'm a little jealous of you guys out there at Muni.
It's in spectacular shape. When you look at it, you see green as far as the eye can see. I mean, I'm looking just at the practice green, and it looks like it's carpet here on the practice green. I'm looking across over at 18. Somebody just put a pretty good shot in, probably about 15 feet just above the hole. Going to be a little slick coming back, but the sun's shining bright. The golf balls are flying through the air. Shots are being, there's 2 good balls on the green there. So we're having a good time out here at Ocala Municipal Golf Course. We're going to talk to Buddy Martin next. Get us set up for the Missouri-Florida game. We'll do that after this timeout. You're listening to the Saturday Sports Page live from the Ocala Golf Club. Come out and join us. It's the grand reopening of the Ocala Golf Club today. Also, there's tee times for tomorrow, so get out here and go online to OcalaGolfClub.com or call out here to the Municipal Golf Course and set your tee times. Get out here and see what all the excitement's about with the new grand reopening of Ocala Golf Club. We're going to take a time out. You're listening to the Saturday Sports Page, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local. The Source.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And so is State Farm agent Angie Lewis, working hard to serve her community as a citizen and insurance agent. Angie wants to help you as you adjust your insurance needs to your life, from everything to helping educate your teen driver to protecting your family against everyday risk. She wants to change the way you perceive insurance by developing relationships with her clients, which is why Angie and her staff are proud to be a part of so many good causes in Ocala. In turn, she has chosen to single out those who step up as leaders. Each month on the Voice of Ocala, Angie spotlights a good neighbor, saluting those who give exceptional service or do random acts of kindness to others. For this, Angie was written up in State Farm's National Magazine. Angie also supports local businesses with a regular Biz Buzz.
Hi, I'm State Farm agent Angie Lewis. Come see me and my team for all your insurance and financial needs in the beautiful downtown historic district, 416 East Fort King Street, or call 291-2444.
Right on the southwestern corner of the square sits one of the finest dining establishments in Florida, Mark's Prime Steakhouse and Seafood Restaurant. Mark's offers big city dining amenities in a charming and small town setting. It's a rare treat to experience both the ambiance and the exquisite cuisine in a friendly atmosphere. Ocala's finest restaurant serves the finest beef, the freshest seafood, premium wines, and naturally fresh vegetables. From valet parking to splendid service, Mark's offers the complete package. Check it out today. Mark's Prime Seafood and Steakhouse Restaurant. If you've been hearing about the crowd at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill and were worried because you couldn't get in, I've got some good news for you. Seating is now available. While you're there, look up Chef Dave Del Rio. He'll buy you a drink. Now is the time for you to finally see firsthand what your friends are talking about. At Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill, try Chef Dave's tantalizing Louisiana menu. Check out those gorgeous Lake Weir sunsets. Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill on beautiful Lake Weir. Seating now available.
Are you looking for a durable farm fence to keep your horses enclosed or a beautiful vinyl fence to give that finishing touch to your home? Seminole Fence has over 20 years of experience in providing quality fence products and services for farm and residential properties. Let them surround your property with a fence that provides privacy, security, and stunning appeal. Don't wait. Contact them today at 352-208-0959 for a free estimate. Seminole Fence, working hard to build fences and harder to build relationships. Central Florida is well known for our love of horses, and here at Seminole Fence Company, we have over 20 years of experience in providing quality fence products and services for farm and residential properties. Let us surround your property with a fence that provides privacy, security, and of course, stunning appeal. Don't wait. Contact us today at 352-208-0959 for a free estimate. Seminole Fence Company, working hard to build fences, working harder to build relationships.
Welcome back to the Saturday Sports Page from the Ocala Golf Club. I'm Tom Schmitz out here at the grand reopening of the Ocala Golf Club. The greens are back reopened. The bunkers have been redone. The sun is out after a quick little rain shower passed through about 9 o'clock. Plenty of golf to be played out here at the Ocala Golf Club, so come out and get your tee times. Got golfers coming off of 18 right now. The greens look spectacular. But let's switch gears for a moment and talk a little football with the man who writes the column for SouthernPigskin.com, GridironNow.com, BuddyMartinMedia.com. He writes for everybody. Buddy Martin joins us. Buddy, good morning to you.
Hello, Tom. How you doing here this morning on a fine Saturday, although a bit overcast, and looking forward to today's football games that we play here starting shortly.
The sun is high in the sky, blue skies over the Ocala Golf Club, buddy. We're in good shape over here. Not overcast, it was, but now the sun's high in the sky as we're out here. But I want to talk a little Missouri, Florida football. Nobody will admit that nobody could admit that they saw the start for Florida that they've had with a big win over Ole Miss after a miracle 4 minutes against Tennessee to roar back and win that football game. Last night I talked with Freddie Swain, the Florida commit as of yesterday from North Marion High School, and I said, what made your decision? And he said, well, they beat Ole Miss. Florida beat Ole Miss 38-10. Butch Jones is struggling at Tennessee, one of his finalist schools. Miami, Al Golden, he doesn't know if he's going to be, and Steve Sarkisian loses to Washington, so his job security may be in question. He said it looks like Coach Mack's going to be there for a long time, and Will Greer is going to be able to throw the football to wide receivers for 3 years. That's the attitude that is changing people's mind now at Florida, buddy.
Yes, it's a different situation. I think I read a quote the other day, one of the players who talked to a veteran player who talked about how things have changed in Gainesville. There's something that says we're coming up around here. And that's all well and good, and the recruiting is certainly key. But let's not take our eye off the ball right now, because this is what's important. Tonight's game, they have to back up this new reputation they have now, all the love they're getting. And they come out there with the idea that they've got, that they're this hot stuff new team in the East. They'll get it. Missouri will hand their heads to them because they're not, they're not that good. They've got to play without making mistakes. They got to play relentless. They got to play aggressively, and they've got to stop Missouri, obviously, which is going to be real key because Drew Lock is a very good passer. If they play their normal defense, and of course I know that obviously Gary Pinkel knows this, they try to run their offense against Florida. I'm on the record right now as saying they play like they played last week. There's 3 picks waiting for Florida right there, guaranteed. Because these guys back to the back 6 are really, really good. They get it, and if they put that ball up, look out because there's a bunch of guys going to go get it.
And that front 4 is not real bad either there, buddy, getting after the quarterback, which may rush some throws that allows those interceptions to be out there for the taking.
Sets up a Johnson Bullard, obviously, to bring some pressure. That's what dictates their defense, is they have a front 4 that can really control the line of scrimmage, and that makes their linebackers better. And the linebacker play, and Antonio Morrison could have a big night. They're going to have to not make mistakes against Missouri, because Missouri will hang around on you, and they'll somehow struggle if they look terrible. If they somehow struggle if they're in, you can mark it down. Missouri defense will come after Will Greer.
Well, let's ask Buddy Martin then real quick, because I know it's a short morning for you as you got family in town, because somehow you, the magician, Buddy Martin, pulled off one of the greatest surprises on Miss Joni that probably has been perpetrated in a long time, sneaking both your daughter and your granddaughter in for Miss Joni's birthday. Miss Joni turned 35 this week, and you snuck them in on Miss Joni. I don't know how you did that, but good job by you, by the way, on that.
She's up to 40 now. She finally had her 40th.
She did have her 40th birthday. Well, you said that. I didn't say that. You said that.
Yeah,
but I want a prediction. I want a prediction from Buddy Martin right now, Florida, Missouri.
I'm going to take Florida. I think they are smart enough to know that they have to take care of business here. I don't think Missouri is that good a team. If they don't turn it over, I like Florida by a touchdown. About, let's just make it nice, around 28-21.
28-21 Florida. Real quick before I let you go, buddy, I will have to ask you about your column. You wrote a column this week concerning some stormy weather and everything, didn't you?
Well, actually, I wrote a column about Lindy and Fanny, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. South Carolina. Lindy and Fanny was your column. That's right.
Yeah, a guy that old Gators will know. And without going into all the details, you can go to gridironnow.com or southernpigskin.com and read about this guy who was head coach of the National Football League. There's one line in there worth repeating. He not only coached the Colts, but when you go back and look at the Green Bay Packer history, you have to admit they have a rich history. That there are only 2 coaches in history of the Packers who were NFL Coach of the Year. One was Vince Lombardi, and one was Lindy Infante, the former Gator. So R.I.P. to my buddy Lindy. We're going to miss him.
Buddy, thanks for taking time out with us. I know you're busy with your family in town. Tell Rebecca I said hello. Sorry I got to miss her this time, and tell Miss Joni happy birthday for me.
Thank you, Tom. Enjoy the time out there. I wish I was with you. I know this will be a spectacular place. One of the best, by the way, municipal facilities in the state as far as I'm concerned.
By the way, Mr. Oswald said that his exact words were, you tell Buddy he's old enough now I can play him in golf.
Well, we'll have to see if we can take that up. We'll give that a shot.
Right. Buddy Martin Sports Base, thanks for joining us. Joining us on the airwaves now, we got Jason Linhart, the general manager of Billy Casper's Ocala Golf Club. Jason, I've been out here since about 15 after 7 this morning. You've had this Cheshire Permagrin on the whole time. You're really excited about today.
I really am. We're back to being a golf course. So it's nice to see people out here enjoying the new greens, renovated bunkers. Hopefully they're not in the bunkers enjoying them, just looking at it and seeing the nice white sand.
Amazing how well, and I'm just looking at the practice green and the 18th green. And I mean, it looks like a carpet you would put down in your house. They really are amazing. And to think the turnaround was what, 3 months? 3 months and 1 week, something like that?
15 weeks.
15 weeks, so 3 months and 2 weeks. So just to think that they were able to pull this off, the Greens crew and the company, the Billy Casper and the city contracted to do this, were able to pull this off while dealing with monsoon-like conditions from the 3rd week of August through September. They've really done an amazing job, haven't they?
They have. It was a team effort. I think everybody put something in to make it work like that. And when you have the cooperation of all those entities you mentioned between the city, Casper, and the contractors that came out here, that's why we're playing golf today.
Were you surprised? I was generally surprised by the amount of people that turned out for the ribbon cutting this morning. I expected to see, some dignitaries and 5 or 6, 8 people milling around. There must have been 40-plus people out here this morning.
There were, and it was very nice to see all the people that came from the Golf Advisory Group, the Chamber. It was well represented. Of course, we had Commissioner
David Moore was
here. And several of the council members.
Councilman McLeod, Councilman Hilty, the mayor was here.
Yes. Yeah, it was awesome to see everyone out here. And then the city, we had some city.
Kathy Creel from the Rec and Parks, the director of Rec and Parks was here.
Ken Whitehead, assistant city manager. So they all were here, and they were enjoying the fruits of their works.
And your boss was here as well.
Chris Seigan, just another Chris in my life.
Yeah. Seigan, now he's up at St. John's.
Actually, Bent Creek.
Is he at Bent Creek now? That's where he's at Bent Creek up off 103rd Street in Jacksonville.
That's it.
I know it well, the old Jacksonville Municipal Golf Course.
That's right.
A lot of people don't realize that the Bent Creek 25 years ago was known as Jacksonville Municipal Golf Course.
That's right.
And has quite possibly one of the best opening holes you will ever come across. Dogleg, par 4, dogleg right.
Yes.
Where if you don't hit it far enough left, it's like 13 here except it's par 4. You don't hit it far enough to get out from the trees, it's a bogey.
Par 5.
Bent Creek's a fabulous golf course over in Jacksonville off 103rd Street. Chris is there, but he was here this morning for the opening. Ribbon cutting went off well, and golfers a little anxious. 8 o'clock was supposed to be the tee time, but golfers were out the fairway at 7:50. They were ready to go.
They couldn't wait. And we didn't hold them back either.
I've heard rumors. Councilman McLeod was in one of the first groups that went off, and he didn't play well. That's a rumor. Well, that's not a rumor. John McLeod told me he didn't play well. He said he didn't make the turn, and I tried to get a little action then. I was like, "Oh, you're playing that bad, boy," and he wouldn't give me any action.
He's going to do it on the backside. He's just rolling them in.
Backside's a little easier than the front side here at Ocala Golf Club. Now, got a lot coming up. The Oswalds, is it next weekend or the weekend after?
2 weekends from now.
2 weekends from now, the Oswald.
Yes.
Then 2 weekends from that is the City Amateur.
14th and 15th, yes.
City Amateur shows up. Anybody who wants to get involved in City Amateur, $90 for non-members, $60 for members. That's 2 days of golf, 36 holes of golf. Flight it at the second day, and it includes lunch on Sunday. Have I covered everything?
Pretty much.
Yeah, well, I finished dead last in that tournament the last 3 times I played in it.
I think we're having a senior division this year.
I'm not that old, Jason. What are you trying to say to me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you trying to say to me? Now, who are these? I've seen you all morning with these 2 lovely blondes milling around. Who are these 2 blondes you got milling around with you? With big smiles on their face now.
That's my better half over there.
Okay, and then the other pretty blonde.
That's Alex, her daughter.
Her daughter. Yeah, Alex, that's right. She's been Miss Gwen. She was at Osceola Middle with the mayor's wife as her teacher. That's right. I heard about that story this morning. As she turns a particularly different color of pink than her shirt in her face area. Now, they are out here for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They got their pink on. They're showing their support for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You got pink all over. Now, that's not for opening and all. You actually have something that a lot of people aren't aware that the Ocala Golf Club does. You have a wedding here today at 11 o'clock.
That is correct. They're in there right now practicing. I don't know if they're going to have it underneath the tree due to the weather that just passed through, but they were practicing indoors to have their wedding. So, and we had a wedding last night.
So this is a wedding facility. It's not just a golf facility. It's a wedding facility. It's a private party facility. It's a birthday facility, graduation party, business meeting. Now, once you get reopened, now that you reopen it all, you're doing some stuff in the banquet area, are you going to be able to do business lunches and stuff like that here? You got a conference room you can do that kind of stuff in and stuff?
Yeah, we have a really nice conference room inside that's right off the banquet area that during a wedding actually is a bridal party room. But what you can do is you can have a real nice small business, probably up to 30 people can fit in there comfortably. We can have little pads and the projectors right there so you can do a meeting. And the nice thing about it is we've upgraded the kitchen, so we have more storage for refrigeration, and now we can cook, and we can provide up to, very comfortably do 200 people ourselves in-house. You don't have to bring other people in anymore.
See, and that's key, not having to bring you. You don't have to get a caterer. You can call here. You can rent the facility, get your catering done here, all in one stop. If you're not a golfer, there's still a lot that you can take advantage of Ocala Golf Club.
Oh, without a doubt. Things that are coming down the road, we already have the beer club that's already started. You don't have to be a member to be part of that. You just join the beer club.
Kind of fond of the idea of beer and club. That's just me. I'm kind of fond of that.
Well, we were hoping it would entice a lot more people. And then for the ladies, not just ladies, but wine clubs coming. We're starting up that this year, and the cigar clubs. And so certain clubs are going to be coming down the road to hopefully entice more of the residents of the city of Ocala and the county residents to be more involved in what's going on in their golf course.
Jason Lenhart, the general manager of Ocala Golf Club for Billy Casper. Obviously, I didn't let it slip to somebody earlier today when they called you Linehart. I made sure I got that into them, that, learn the man who's running the club's name, please. That's all I ask. Is that too much to ask?
It's not a problem. He just heard me growl. So I think it's
Lionheart. That's what it is. That's what it is. Jason, thanks for all you do for our community. All you do as the general manager here at the golf club, and much success to you on the grand reopening.
Thank you, Tom, and we hope to see everyone out here.
Hey, try to run down that Golf Pro guy for me sometime so I can get him on the radio, please.
He will be here.
Thank you. Jason Lenhart, the general manager of Ocala Golf Club, managed by Billy Casper. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, Stephen Field, the victorious head coach of the North Marion High School Colts, he joins us on the other side on the Saturday Sports page, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local. The Source.
Ocala Aviation now has opportunities for flight instructors.
Wait, hold on. Brad, is this correct? You're looking for instructors, not students?
Actually, we're looking for both.
Well, that's descriptive.
Well, I need flight instructors because we're now affiliated with a major university and can offer 4-year degrees. Plus, we're also approved to work directly with VA students.
Okay, so a degree in what, and what's a VA student?
Well, it's a bachelor's degree in aeronautics, which includes a commercial pilot's license, and there's financial aid available. By VA students, I mean veterans. They now have access to new benefits to pay for flight training.
Okay, so you have new opportunities for new students. What about the instructor side of it?
Well, with new students, we need more instructors.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
So, if anyone out there is a flight instructor, I want to encourage them to come see me. And if they're not an instructor but have their commercial license, we can help them become an instructor.
So they get their instructor license and have a job too.
Exactly.
So you got a lot going on. The VA, the college, and now hiring instructors and future instructors too.
Yep. So now can we get the commercial started?
Already ahead of you.
Call Brad to get your adventure started today at Ocala Aviation, 861-7484.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Ooh, ah, ouch. Ouch! Does pain have you glued to the couch? Yes, unfortunately it's true that every year we must get older, but that doesn't mean we have to deal with pain in our back, knees, or shoulder. If your muscles and joints are sore, don't worry anymore. Come get acupuncture from me and you'll be pain-free. Acupuncture starts as low as $35 at a Better You Healthcare. Call me, Dr. Erica Olstein, at 615-5566. Stop your pain from driving you insane.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking: will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
If you've been hearing about the crowd at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill and were worried because you couldn't get in, I've got some good news for you. Seating is now available. While you're there, look up Chef Dave Del Rio. He'll buy you a drink. Now is the time for you to finally see firsthand what your friends are talking about at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill. Try Chef Dave's tantalizing Louisiana menu. Check out those gorgeous Legwear sunsets. Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill on beautiful Legwear. Seating now available.
Welcome back to the Saturday Sports Page. I'm Tom Schmitz, coming to you live from the Ocala Golf Club for the grand reopening of the Ocala Golf Club. Had a ribbon cutting out here at 7:30 this morning, attended by some city council members. County commissioner was here, the CEP, members from the city staff, Rec and Parks, members from Billy Casper, all the way up to the regional man for Billy Casper, Chris, who came out of Big Creek. But right now, it is sunny here at the golf course, but it's also sunny at the head coach of North Marion High School's house, Stephen Field. He joins us today. Coach, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you, Tom?
Coach, I'm wonderful. I'm sitting at a sunny golf course after watching a pretty good football game last night, but I opened my paper up this morning, and the standards of success are a little tougher at North Marion than they are at most high schools, because you win 37-0 last night over a Lake Worth team that came in only giving up 112 yards total offense to their opponents. Your team wins 37-0, had a running clock from 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And you said you didn't play well, was your quote in the paper. Explain that to me, Coach.
Yeah, I don't feel like I did a good job, Tom, of preparing my guys. We had senior night, and we had a long layover before the game, and that's something that I should have been more prepared for, and having my guys ready to come out and play, before the game. So, we came out kind of sluggish, and I take responsibility for that. And we have some stuff we need to clean up, but it's always a good victory for the young men on the team. But it's my responsibility to take the blame when things aren't going right.
Coach, I know that you don't get into the whole thing about you. It's all about your young men and your team. But I would be remiss if I didn't say, in the storied history of North Marion High School, Craig Damon, 15 straight years into the playoffs, working on 16 straight years. Never in the history of North Marion High School, in the 50-plus years, 60-plus years it's been in existence, has a team at North Marion opened up 7-0. That's got to feel pretty good to you, your coaching staff, and your young men.
Yeah, it's just a testament to the kind of players that I have and assistant coaches. They work hard, a bunch of good kids, and it's a really tough act to follow when you follow, great coaches like Craig Damon and the coaches before at North Marion. I'm just really just kind of filling in and taking off where they left off, so it's a great feeling.
Last night was senior night, and I counted, you got 20-plus seniors that took the field last night and got, recognized. That's going to put you in a precarious position with young kids next year. Is it going to be one of those where you look at just next man up and let's keep going?
Well, we have 13 starters that are underclassmen right now. So, we have a lot of seniors, but we also rotate a lot of guys. some of our top players are even 10th and 11th graders. So, you know, we're trying to form a program to where the next man up is ready to go. So, you know, there's really no excuses. It's just more for now being prepared for the next person who it's going to be.
You had Mackey, Freddie Swain, Mr. Seiler, Mr. Carson. They're all seniors, to name a few. But you got one senior who you had to talk in to come play football. We've talked about this numerous times, you and I, this year, about a kid you had to get out of the hallway who was a basketball player, didn't play 9th and 10th grade football. You talked him into coming out last year. And all he does last night, he has 2 sacks. He's on about 14 tackles, and he blocks 2 punts. He was the HTG Hotel Player of the Game, Elijah Vukovic. That's a senior you wish you could model and have a bunch of him.
Fort McCoy's finest. That's what I call him. He's awesome. He's everything you want in a young man, on and off the field. You know, I'm so excited for him and his future and how bright it is. So, you know, unbelievable kid.
Coach, you got an off week now, can get healthy. Then you got a district game with Bellevue. The question everybody's asking in the county, University of Florida commit with a bum shoulder, bruised shoulder. He's going to have a week off. Then he's got Bellevue, which doesn't look like a game you'll necessarily need Freddie Swain. The question is, when you travel to Hoover, Alabama, will Freddie Swain be ready?
You know, honestly, I can't really give you an answer because that's a decision that's made by the trainer and so forth. So, you know, I really can't speak on that because I don't want to give you indirect information. But I know he's feeling much better, and so that's the plan.
Coach Stephen Fields, victorious last night with a 37-0 win over Lake Worth. Up next, the off week, then Bellevue is your next game. I know that's the only one you're concentrating on is Coach Philip Yancey with his storied career at Vanguard and then Bellevue. You're looking at that as a district game to propel you into the playoffs for the 16th straight year. Coach, much luck to you. Good job last night, and I'm sure we'll see you again this year.
I appreciate it. I have a question. Who do you have, Florida State or Miami?
Oh, I'm taking the Seminoles all the way, sir. Sorry about that. I'm just going with the Seminoles. I think Al Golden. This is Al Golden's day where he realizes he's unemployed at the end of the season.
Tom, God bless. Have a great day.
Thanks, Coach. Coach Stephen Fields of the Northbury Colts. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll go from coming back from break all the way through the end of the show with a guy who knows the National Hockey League better than anybody I know. Chris Halley joins us next, right here at the grand reopening of the Ocala Golf Club, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local. The Source.
When you were a kid, you had all sorts of toys. Toy cars, boats, trucks, entire toy boxes full of fun. Of course, you never really outgrow your toys, do you? It's just that now, instead of a box full, you have a garage full. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, ATVs, and more. As you get older, your love of toys just gets stronger. So protect those toys the best way possible by switching to Allstate. An Allstate agent can help do the switching, paperwork, bundle all your policies together, and even find you a bunch of discounts. So if you love your toys, make sure you protect your toys by making one call to an Allstate agent.
Protect all your toys with Allstate and the McDonald Agency. Established in 1985, we have offices in Ocala and the Villages to better serve you. Give us a call at 622-2333. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Are you in good hands?
Hi, this is Buddy Martin. If you have an award or a trophy in your house, there's more than a good chance it came from BJ Trophies Gifts and Awards. At BJ Trophies, Floyd Hirschberger and his staff have a lot more than just trophies. Among the items they specialize in are donor recognition walls and trees, personalized or engraved gifts, cast bronze dedication plaques, wide format digital printing with posters, banners, and signs, and promotional products. Floyd is the official trophy and awards maker for the Voice of Ocala radio show and is North Central Florida's leader in custom recognition programs, corporate awards, industrial engraving, unique gifts, and advertising specialists. When Angie Lewis went shopping for something to award to the winners of her State Farm Good Neighbor Award, she shopped first at BJ Trophies Awards and Gifts. Check them out at 1735 Northeast Jacksonville Road on North Magnolia's Miracle Mile, or call them today at 352-732-2249. BJ Trophies Awards and Gifts. Trophies is just our middle name.
Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens, has created the perfect bottle for whatever happens. The Bud Light Cool Twist aluminum bottle. It's made of 100% chill-holding aluminum, so you know it's cold. It's tall and sleek, so it's refreshing. And here comes a twist. It's reclosable, so you know it's always up for whatever. The Bud Light Cool Twist aluminum bottle. Just bring it. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Welcome, Florida State football fans. Florida State's football program is all about performance, and the Seminoles are sleek and fast, just like Porsche and BMW of Ocala. Drive one today and experience luxury and refinement that only a Porsche or BMW can deliver. BMW and Porsche of Ocala enjoys this challenge of meeting and exceeding each individual standards. Come by and visit them today. Visit BMW and Porsche of Ocala, proud sponsor of Florida State football. 1515 Southwest College Road, or call 877-812-2396.
The next drink is on Dave Del Rio at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill. Just ask him for it. But don't wait. Show up soon, because this offer isn't going to last very long. Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill will be filling up fast because their friends from the north are headed back that way soon. The good news is that seating is now available and Dave's buying the first drink. If you've been hearing about the crowd at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill and couldn't get in, now you can see firsthand what your friends have been talking about. Great food. Try Chef Dave's tantalizing Floresiana menu. Great location. Check out those gorgeous sunsets over Lake Weir. Great people. Starting with Chef Dave Del Rio, who began his career in 1978. This spicy guy has been instrumental in opening over 100 restaurants. And he's buying you a drink. Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill, where there's little or no waiting these days. Come see what started out as Jay Eaton's dream almost 90 years ago. It's more awesome than ever.
Back to the Saturday Sports page. I'm your host, Tom Schutz. We're looking at the first tee. If I can get a golfer's attention over on the first tee. So, how the greens out there, guys? Good? Beautiful, great, love them. I don't know if I can trust an Eagles fan with that, but okay. Everybody else, I think, is probably believable. Auburn fan, he's so down in the dumps right now, he can't lie. Yes, they got Gus Champ blowing up at Auburn. But then we got a guy with a Gator shirt on, and we know what they're doing. They're just ruling the earth. That's what they're doing. So everybody seems to be ecstatic about the greens. We're joined by head golf professional for Billy Casper Golf's Ocala Golf Club, Chris Halley. Chris, the grand reopening, from everybody I've talked to, from John McLeod, city councilman, who's already made the turn, to this group of young men making the turn, huge success.
I think so, Tom, and good morning to you. Good morning. It's been a good success. You know, it's been a long time in the making. We've been going at this since the middle of June, and even before then in the planning phase. Had some challenges with some weather. We've had a lot of rain over the course of the summer, some in good spots, some a little bit too much, but we got it done. It's a testament to the crew that we have here and the maintenance team and all the effort that's gone into that, along with McCurrick Golf and the manufacturer, the construction teams that have come in here and helped us out, and from the city Parks and Recs department. So it's been a lot of moving parts, but we got it open, and the greens seem to be rolling great. Bunkers are good, so I'm happy. I'm excited to get back to doing my job instead of sitting in the office.
I talked with Kathy Krill, the director of Rec and Parks, this morning for the city, and the huge question on the board here, from Kathy's standpoint, is where's the UCF stuff in the clubhouse? I mean, you got Florida stuff, you got Florida State stuff. Kathy Krill wants to know where the UCF stuff is, Chris.
Well, it's in the same spot that the Notre Dame stuff is in my office, because I'm the only one that cares. And UCF wins a couple more games, and maybe we'll get some black and gold in there, but I can't see it in the near future.
Not going to change the Florida.
Maybe they can hire Randy Edsel, huh?
Not going to change the Florida wall today in the clubhouse, is what you're saying.
Probably not.
So, talk about what just some of the challenges you've been under as the head professional here while on temporary greens to appease people and still get them where they were interested in Ocala golf?
Well, temporary greens are, you get what you got there. It's a mown down fairway essentially. So you can't really rely on yourself to make putts or hold that against yourself. And at the same time, the greens are very small. I found myself playing the other day, and I hit a shot about 10 feet from the hole, and I was mad because I missed a green. But the greens are so tiny that you can't do anything with it. So you got to keep the interest up. You got to keep doing special things. We had a summer league out here every Thursday night where we got people involved, and there was closest to the pin, there was longest drive. There's been different events going on. I've had some pro shop sales. Just trying to bring people back out to the golf course, because it is, even though the greens were closed, it's still a fun place to be, and it's good to get out here. It's our city's golf course, so we want to support it even when we're in a closed status.
Looking forward to the Oswalt in 2 weeks. Absolutely,
it's already upon us. We've been so geared up about this grand opening, and then you look at the calendar, and oh my God, there's
loads on you.
It's 2 weeks away, and then we got
4 weeks. City Amateur.
City Amateur's coming up. Everything's upon us. So
now, what people don't realize today, though, you have a tournament here today, 1 o'clock. You have a juniors first tee tournament.
Absolutely, first tee. Chris Wilson's going to be out here with his juniors, and they'll be playing at 1 o'clock. Marion County Junior Golf Tour. They're going on, I think, 3 years now. It's been pretty successful. They get about 50 kids to come out to their tournaments, and they play everywhere from 7 years old all the way up through their teens. They got kids playing 9 holes, 3 holes, 6 holes. It's good to get the youth involved.
Now, my good friend Paulie, and I won't say his last name so I don't embarrass him on the radio, my good friend Paulie, who plays golf religiously. You'd say he plays religiously, wouldn't you?
Extra. He's an extremist.
He couldn't beat one of those juniors players.
Probably not.
He couldn't beat one of them today.
He is the world's worst avid golfer.
He is the world's worst avid golfer. And if he's listening, well, he never listens to this show. Doesn't matter. So let's talk. We got golf out of the way. Let's talk a sport that a lot of people in this area were passionate about last year because, oh, by the way, the Lightning were pretty good. But you and I take on a serious basis. You actually were kind of shocked that I knew as much about hockey as I know about hockey, and then to find out I was a Ranger fan, that even got you a little more excited. Hockey season's upon us.
It is here. We're already 16 out of 1,200 games are already in the books. We're ready to go. Everybody that I'm friends with that's hockey fans, we're all excited. It's a good time of year. Tampa's going to be really good.
They're going to be really good.
They did not lose anyone to speak of to free agency or trade, so all their younger players are more experienced this year. Jonathan Druin's not only going to score 3 goals this year. He's a rookie. He'll be putting a lot more numbers up than that. So
here's my question. Opening night, the puck drops. The banner had been unfurled at the Blackhawks. Chicago had won the Stanley Cup. They unfurled it. They open up against the team they, beat. Don't you wish we just had one more game? Because the Rangers won opening night against the Blackhawks.
They did. They went into the madhouse on Manson and
spoiled the banner celebration.
Spoiled the party. Everybody got their rings, and then they took a loss back to the locker.
So, looks like a good year for the Rangers again, but it's going to be one of those years where, as you know, as Ranger fans, your heart will be right on the edge of your skin where they can rip it out at any moment.
Yep, they tried it again last night. Up at 1-1, they're up 1-0, then they get tied. Third period, dumb penalty, 2 minutes left in the game, go down, and then they manage to score 3 goals in a minute and 10 seconds and win the game. But that's not going to happen every night. They try to break your heart. They've been successful lately.
Great season. Looking forward to it this year. If it's hockey season, that means it's wrapping up baseball season. Last night, the Rangers 6-4 over the Blue Jays. They got a 2-0 lead now in the AL Division Series. The other series, the Royals 5-4 over the Astros. That was tied 1-1. The Cardinals and the Cubs last night in a rivalry that predates playoffs. 4-0 in St. Louis. And here's the thing, I'm pulling for the Cubs this year because I want Back to the Future to be correct. I want the Cubs to win the World Series because that was predicted in Back to the Future. When we went Back to the Future in 2015, the Cubs had won the World Series in 2015. I would like to see that movie be true. And, of course, the Dodgers last night lose 3-1, Clayton Kershaw on the bump. But they lose 3-1 to the Mets, and the forgotten team in the National League, the New York Mets.
The Mets. Oh, the Mets. I'm from the tri-state area. I know all about the Mets.
But some games tonight. Check your local listings for those games. But let's talk a little college football, because you're an avid college football fan. You're actually, for those who don't know, you're a Golden Domer.
Yes, sir.
You're a fan of the Golden Dome. As whether people want to admit it or not, whether people in Alabama want to admit it or not, the Gator fans want to admit it or not, Ohio State fans want to admit it or not, the #1 fan base in all the country, the largest fan base in all the country, the Golden Domers. It's not even something people can argue, is it?
I don't think so. It's like the Yankees. You love them or you hate them. All over the country, you find Notre Dame fan.
They destroyed me, though, last week.
It was rough.
It wasn't near as good as you're making it out to be, sir. Today, though, we're looking at the SEC schedules. New Mexico State, that's a team Florida drubbed early in the year. Ole Miss a 42-point favorite. Here's the game that's got me. LSU, 7th in the country, at South Carolina in Baton Rouge. That day, if you're an LSU fan, you can't like that. Another game, Georgia at Tennessee. That's going to be a really close football game. Who do you got? If I told you to pick LSU, South Carolina, and Georgia, Tennessee, how you going with those, Chris?
LSU, South Carolina, that could be your upset special of the day. You know, Spurrier, so he's over there 2-3, and he'll be spiking headsets on the sideline and getting his guys fired up and prepared for the game. So if I'm an LSU fan, that's definitely not a comfortable feeling watching them come in there. And then
Georgia, Tennessee.
Georgia's been running the ball pretty well.
They got embarrassed last week on national television by Alabama.
They did.
That doesn't set up well for Tennessee.
It's not good. I think you're going to run into an angry team.
Well, Chris Alley, let me ask you, is there plenty of tee times to switch gears back to the golf course, grand reopening, plenty of tee times to be had today and tomorrow?
There are. We have that junior tournament at 1 p.m., and then we have some availability right about now-ish through about 12:15. And then in the afternoon, as it always is out here at the local muni, it's pretty open. You can come on out and get yourself a tee time, get out there and spin around pretty quick. Tomorrow we have
You're doing something special first thing in the morning tomorrow.
Right, 8 a.m. member shotgun. If you know a member, go ahead and get a hold of them. They could probably get you out here and get in the shotgun.
I'm not telling Paulie.
I'm not either. And after that's closed up, you know, in the afternoon we're booked until about 1:30, but then we'll be wide open. So
get your golf in today. Enjoy the Florida-Missouri game or the Florida State-Miami game today after golf. Then come back out in the morning, get a little golf in, or tomorrow afternoon before the NFL gets cranked up, and get a little golf in tomorrow on the grand opening of Ocala Golf Club. I don't want to say redesign, because you didn't redesign. The greens did get redesigned. That's something that a lot of people, let's address that real quick before we go off the air. A lot of people are worried they're going to have to learn to re-putt again. The greens are exactly the same, just the grass is new.
It's just a new grass. They haven't been recontoured at all. It's maybe a little softer in some heavy spots where we had some maintenance issues in the past, but you know, it's essentially the same greens. All the putts are going to be the same. All the bunkers are in the same spots. No redesign there. Just bringing the lips down and making everything more playable and more fun on a daily basis.
Chris Alley, the head golf professional here at Ocala Golf Club, managed by Billy Casper Golf. Chris, thanks for everything you do for golf around our community, and Notre Dame's got no shot today.
Against Navy.
Navy. Chris Alley, thanks so much for joining us.
See you, Tom.
Luke, let me ask you a question. Is there any NBA you want to talk about? We got, about 30 seconds, 45 seconds? I'll let you get a little NBA in.
No, with about 2 minutes to go.
Dadgummit, I wanted to... Really, we don't have time for the NBA. 2 minutes... okay, go ahead, Luke.
No, I don't... there's part truth to what you say about preseason and the NBA not meaning anything. Actually, there's a lot of truth to that.
Luke, there's a lot of truth. It means nothing.
It just means that we're one step closer to the regular season, which is a good thing. But the Magic really haven't really shown me anything. Shabazz Napier hit a good 3-point shot against his former team Miami a few days ago, but. There's really not too much going on besides the trash talk between the Warriors and the Clippers that's come up recently. But, that's
there's some trash talking going on between two former Lakers too, isn't there?
Oh, there's a little bit of there. Oh man.
Mommy's got Mr. Derek over.
Oh gosh, mommy's friend Derek is over. Ooh.
Yeah, Matt Barnes not real happy about his good friend or former good friend over at his ex-wife's house. That's the NBA story that's all over preseason. Luke, you're the NBA guy for the radio show. Real quick before we go off the air, give me the playoffs right now in the NBA. I want it right now.
The playoffs?
Give it to me right now. Who's in the playoffs? Top 4 teams. 2 teams in each division.
Okay, 2 teams in each division. I think you'll see. Cleveland back in the East, and if Derrick Rose can pull it together and play well and come back and get healthy, then I think we'll see them as well in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Look, you do realize the Hawks won 62 games last year, right?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. They won't be there again. But
wow,
we got about 10 seconds left in the program. From the West, I think I see the Warriors, and I'm going maybe with the Pelicans can pull something off this year.
The Pelicans, wow. Luke Sylvia on record now. Hey, thanks for everybody that's made this a successful day out here at Ocala Golf Club, the grand reopening. Call the pro shop or go to OcalaGolfClub.com to get your tee times. For Luke Sylvia, for my guests, Buddy Martin, Jason Linhart, Wes Pitts, Stephen Fields, and Chris Colley, I'm Tom Schmidt saying, have a great weekend, everybody.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
It's an in-state rivalry game this week as the Florida State Seminoles take on the Miami Hurricanes. Make sure you check it out right here on WOCA, brought to you by Tri-Eagle Sales, your local Bud Light distributor. The kickoff is at 8 p.m. this Saturday night. Florida State versus Miami right here on 1370 AM.